But I could say that the birds feel more alive or I hear them more, but I think I'm the one that's more alive. I'm more present these days. It's been a little over 2 months that I've been off of the socials that keep me scrolling, and those are the only ones I've kind of had struggles with. And I still feel like I haven't flushed all of its damage or residue. I don't know if and or when I will be returning, and that's okay. I like it like that. I don't want to give it, I guess, enough power to make me calculate a certain timing that I should be returning. But there has been less anxiety. There's been more time to do, and even more time to just be. I think that's what I'm missing is the being of humanness. We do a lot. We take care of ourselves, each other, our families, work, work within the home. There's so much to do, and I really have been enjoying how letting go of these apps that keep me stagnant has allowed me just to be. Um, as simple as that. And, you know, another thing is like I find myself less likely to pick at the idea of perfection because it's BS. It I'm starting to realize how empty it is to be on this endless rat chase of trying to curate uh, something for others to believe. The ideal version of me entails all of me and not just the pretty trimmings. And so that's also been freeing. It's been freeing to not feel as if I need to do that. And it never felt like I needed to do that. It's just that you see so many others doing it when you're um, in certain apps. At least I do, and it's kind of like automatic to want to be in the norm, and that being the norm is something I don't want to do and something I haven't done. So, yes, I can definitely hear the birds more in the morning. I am more present. Can sit with my coffee and enjoy it. I find myself in my journal more. I find myself more present with my children. I find myself feeling, knowing of what's happening in the world and not necessarily preventing myself from uh, getting new information because there's other ways to do that. But it's not thrown in my face in an aggressive way at times. And it just allows me to leverage my emotions. I am really empathetic, and I know empath is a thing that's been in, but I've always been a sensitive person since I could exist, since I existed, since I could exist. And with that being said, you know, I think my strength comes more when when I honor my alone time, when I give myself space to write, when I give myself space to explore and learn quietly in solitude. Uh, it's something that has always been my thing. I'm just an introvert. I have to go in by myself sometimes within myself to renew, and it's been delightful. I'm looking forward to the future. I have to document it and I have to share it. I think that that's something that's needed because there are people out there a lot like me who are probably considering leaving the socials, don't know what it might look like, or, might feel like they might deal with FOMO. I necessarily didn't feel too much of that just because I'm in the stage of my life where um, I'm older. There's not being home and cultivating my home, the hominess within my home, children, husband, all that jazz is um is where I'm at, is where this season of my life is. And I would like to share a bit more of that authentically, not in a way that is, stoking the fires of, I'm turning into a YouTube family. There's nothing wrong, folks who are a YouTube family. It's just that that's not the direction I'm going in with that, and I won't be showing my family. That's not the plan here. The plan is just to be really raw and honest and encouraging within that. There are things I've given up that is so normalized in society. Alcohol, for example. There's things that I've known that have helped me um, reach this level as an empathetic woman in these times. And it's vital for us to share our different stories. I feel like my cat's going to knock something down. So, my cat didn't knock anything down, but it's gotten brighter. Yay, the sun is out. And noticing things like that have I'm grateful for it. And not that I didn't notice these things when I was a scrolling fanatic. Um it's just there's a genuine appreciation with simply being and the simplicity within that. And not trying to say, oh, this is the moment to record, or this is the moment to post, or, do this for that. And once again, I wasn't somebody who was hyperactive on the socials doing those things. But when I did give it care and love, and I did give it time. And I use my mind and my energy in areas where I feel like now that I'm not using my mind and energy in those areas, there's so much more outside of catching and curating moments for, you know, my followers to see or my friends to see. That's so much more precious. That's so much more real. Um, Getting back to that has been refreshing. And yeah, true. I am documenting this and I am uploading it on YouTube. I I'm not, that I utilize that platform so much more differently than, the IGs and TikToks and Facebooks and whatnot. And to each their own, but this is now I think this is time to wake up a little bit and stretch out of these realms that we've been told that we have to go in or we need to expand in. It's time for us to be more present with each other and more honest with ourselves. Um, yeah. So I will be posting more videos about my social media hiatus. I'm calling it a hiatus right now, and from the scrolly apps. I am, because I could get back on, but I just don't see it right now. I have no desire. It's and circling back to my other point that I mentioned, yeah, I quit alcohol, and I know there was a point where it was like I just can't imagine it back. I'm not quite there yet with the socials, but for right now, it just doesn't make sense to me. See you in the next video. As I awkwardly cut this one out. Um,